Hello, this is Nick from Breaker Press Games, and today I want to talk about the Coinswallower. Alright friends, so what is the Coinswallower? The Coinswallower is a DCC compatible trifold pamphlet encounter slash murder mystery based upon a character that has been dubbed the Coinswallower. So, it gives a quick overview of what's going on in the town of Stennard, the famine, how everybody is desperate, etc., etc., and then it gives a little blurb on how to utilize this in your campaign. And then we get into the Lost Traveler Common House, which is a location that you can insert into any town, or you can utilize it here in Stennard. But it is a place that you can introduce a bunch of nefarious characters because it is a place that collects transients traveling through town. It is headed by Etta Housemistress, and there is a little handy thing, a tool for judges that allows you to roll up where the different travelers are heading from. So if you're doing a Stennard-based campaign, it is a fantastic way to give a little bit more depth to the travelers that are passing through town. But then we get into the meat of things. This is Gareth Shadowlurker. He gives his stats, his backstory, his personality traits, motivations, etc. And this is the character that has been dubbed the Coinswallower. And why is he called the Coinswallower? Well, people have seen him throwing up coins in the morning. And so, there are those that presume that he has been storing his wealth within his belly. And there are those that wish to gut him in order to get that wealth, which makes him a bit of a sympathetic character, but he is no good man. But he is going to want to glom onto the PCs in order to have protection from all of those that wish to gut him, because obviously there is safety in numbers. So, additionally, there is a section on introducing Gareth to the introducing Gareth to the PCs, a section on the mystery that surrounds him, and then finally a section on clues. And why clues? Well, because there is also a subtle little murder mystery that is going on in the town of Stennard at the same time that this mysterious traveler has arrived. So, all that being said, this sets up a really fun little side quest, a bit of intrigue that can follow the players around. It is based upon a character that was played by Jay Griffiths, that was from one of my earlier Stennard campaigns, and I loved the character so much that I wanted to make the character a permanent part of the Stennard setting. And so I have to give thanks to Jay Griffiths, Darren Bolton, Greg Kozak, and Rob Baxter for making the Coinswallower possible, especially Jay Griffiths. So that being said, that is what the Coinswallower is. It is a fantastic, fun little addition to your Stennard games, or to any games that grim dark themed fantasy RPG stuff that you are playing in a small town. Highly recommended. It was this month's Patreon reward. As you can see, this one's in gray as opposed to white. You can probably barely tell that. But the Breaker Press Patreon, I send out a new reward every month. This was this month's reward. The Patreon members actually get a one on colored cardstock, and they get something new every month. In fact, last month was the Outlier, and since I have 8 of these remaining, anybody that becomes a Patreon member at $5 and above in the month of March will get not just the Coinswallower, but will get the Outlier as well. So if that sounds intriguing to you, getting something fun in the mail every month for your DCC RPG games, I highly recommend becoming a Patreon member. That being said, yes, a couple of quick notes. A bunch of stuff. All of the previous Patreon rewards are now available through the Goodman Games web store, so check that out. Exalted Funeral just started carrying Breaker Press content, and I highly encourage you, if you are ordering from Exalted Funeral, to support so that they order more. They did express interest in the Patreon rewards, but wanted to wait and see how the other stuff sold, so make sure to support. And then finally, there is a bunch of content going up on itch as well, if that is your preferred location to download fun stuff. So, anything else? Thank you for supporting indie games and indie game designers. There are going to be DCC Basics videos up in the cards, so check those out, and I will be recording and dropping another video later today. Thanks again for supporting Breaker Press Games, and I will talk to you all soon.